Greetings, greetings, greetings. So, I just put up a short about, in a collaboration with a gentleman that was speaking about how DMT can be a conduit to communicating with quote unquote aliens, right? Sorry about the airplane, but I'm out here on 10 tickets right now. You see the trees in the background and it's raining, possible thunderstorm, but that's the best time for me to embark on a journey when nature is doing what nature does. So let's talk about it. All right. Psychonauts. Let's just put it out there. We know that quote unquote aliens exist. We just call them entities because the whole idea that aliens are in a different dimension than us, but here terrestrially, we're experiencing them here terrestrially within the earth frequency, within the earth boundaries. I don't think a lot of us feel comfortable calling them actual aliens. These entities, yeah, they pop up, they show up, depending on how many tickets you have under your belt, and depending on the time, depending on the location, depending on your setting, will determine the type of entity you might experience. For me, I've come across a male and I've come across a female. And this is when I was, 12 tickets under, with both 4-ACO and psilocybin. And I just mixed the two because, I'm a DMT person and I didn't have any DMT with me at the time, but it did the trick. All right, it did the trick. My setting was my living room. It was quiet. It wasn't dark. It was well lit. I looked over to my right and I saw what looked like a diamond-shaped dude who was blue. Blue diamond-shaped head. I want to say body type was fractal. Not see-through, but fractal. He looked as though he had mass to him. And he was about half my size. All right. For those who don't know, I'm 6'3". Okay. That encounter was very, very brief because, he looked at me and the communication was, you look as though you're having a bad day. You look as though you're having a bad time. And at the time during the trip where I'm usually letting go and, being an observer of the trip and everything around me, I zoomed in on him and then he blipped out. I haven't met him back since yet. But about half an hour later, I seen the woman, or what appeared to be a female version. Now, her body type was green. Her hair was that of green fractals. Her eyes were yellow. Yellow, I want to say it looked like yellow LED lights. And she wouldn't communicate with me. She just stared at me. So me being the, psychonaut jerk that I can be, I just stared right back at her. And I said, I guess this is what we're going to do until one of us does something. Apparently that was not the right thing to say to, a female entity in this, in this trip. So she blipped out as well. Now, the video goes on to talk about, and I'll leave the link in the description for you all, about how, the short goes out Goes on to talk about how DMT can be used as a technology tool. All right. Now, mushrooms and DMT or any type of tryptamine, including LSD, can, you know, um, put you in a position where you may come across these entities, but definitely heroic doses of shrooms or, you know, a regular DMT trip, depending on how much you measure out, will allow you, depending on your mindset, your setting, and everything, to speak to, encounter, and coexist in that space, in that dimensional space with these entities and or as some might call them aliens. And they could be aliens to some, all right? But the thing about it, the point of all of this is this has been going on for years. These plant medicines are thousands of years old. Now, what we don't know, and maybe some psychonauts can comment in the bottom and give me some insight on how to, is to have actual conversations, whether it's telepathy, whether it's through body language, whether it's through, in that dimensional space. So yeah, within that dimensional space, conversations, however they occur, is universally necessary. All right. I don't believe we need to go to space to communicate with quote unquote aliens. In my opinion, we have enough going on within our 3-dimensional space, 4-dimensional space, all the different dimensions that the human mind can access. We have enough material here on ground within all of this that we can set our sights to truthfully understand. I mean, let's be clear. My God, we don't even have the knowledge of what's all in the ocean, let alone the space, the air that we're breathing. All of this right here, the space between me and the camera and this. Come on. I mean, common sense isn't all that common, and the scientists are going to be sciencing, and the mathematicians are going to be mathing, and you know what? The Psychonauts, we're going to be out here, for lack of a better word, in 2024, we're going to be out here teaching and helping, and a lot of us are open to have discussions, to share our experiences, so long as it's in a friendly setting, and of course a safe setting, because in 2024 we still can't have nice things. But aliens, I'm gonna end it with this. I don't believe we need to look too far in order to have an encounter. And you know what? Shout out to Dr. Stephen Gribb, because he has a whole platform that helps people have an experience here on Earth through meditation. So he's doing the work. He's doing the work. He has video proof. He has pictures and everything. Stephen Gribb, I mean, people want to know, are there aliens? And here it is. This guy is sitting on the beach with a bunch of other people in his camp and having the experiences, answering the questions. But again, so to wrap this up, because the energies are just kind of crazy right now, and I believe we're about to have a thunderstorm, and I'm okay with that. I'm about to, later on tonight, I might go 15 tickets in. Who knows? Yeah, 100% possible. DMT can be used as a tool to access different dimensions, different realities, hell, even the multiverse. But it's all about your intention and your setting. And I'll say it again. Your intention and your setting will determine the level and type of experience that you will have. All right? So with that said, safe trips, happy trips, progressive trips, and whatever it is you're trying to encounter or an experience, be very, very specific with whatever tool you choose to access and use. Because at the end of the day, your mastery of the tool will depend on the outcome that comes to you. All right? I'm Third Eye. This is Psychonaut TV. Please comment. Let's talk about it. Share and subscribe. I'm out.